my god, everything is falling, specifically altcoins. Ethereum went down all the way to $1,800 this morning, which is unbelievable. Bitcoin down to 77, Solana down to $120. I'm so happy that I left Solana at 180. Dogecoin down to 16 cents. Altcoins have officially entered into a bear market. We warned about altcoins doing this, I think it was last Saturday with Chris Da Vinci, who I'm now coming from, by the way. But there's a lot of recession fears, a lot of fears that the stock market is going to continue tumbling down further to the downside. And in this quick update video, because I will make a full detailed one later on in the afternoon before the moon show, but in this quick update video, I just want to tell you that I mean, you see this a lot. In bull markets, whenever there's like a 20% crash, and if that crash doesn't see a quick rebound, everybody calls for a recession, everybody calls for a deepening of the current crash. But you need to look at the facts. There's a very interesting data point that shows you March 2024, exactly 1 year ago, when the price of Bitcoin was $71,000, the greed was at extreme, over 90. And now the price of Bitcoin is at $79,000, and the amount of fear is extreme at around 9. So you have created almost a flippening of the floor, just like support and resistance of the fear and greed index. People feel fearful that Bitcoin is trading at $77,000, and you don't even want to look into the altcoin fear and greed index because altcoins, like I said, are back down to their bear market lows. So the question is it buy the dip? What do we do? Can the price of Bitcoin and altcoins continue crashing further to the downside? Well, my answer to you is that, look, the S&P doesn't look great. Tesla went down a tremendous amount. Even President Trump had to come out and say, to support Elon Musk, I'm going to be buying a Tesla. That's how bad it is. And even Elon Musk said that he's having a tough time managing all of his companies with the Department of Government Efficiency. So the evidence that you receive from the market is that there's a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. Even Trump said that we could see a recession this year and he wouldn't care if you see a recession. So while the likelihood that, yeah, things take into the opposite direction where the stock market continues to fall and therefore the price of Bitcoin would fall also, just simply because it is a risk on asset still considered like a tech stock and not considered as the gold hedge or the risk off sense that gold has. It will take another few years. So it is possible that Bitcoin does continue its drop because the S&P is dropping. You just don't want to fall below 40% drop from all-time high, which would take you to around the 71, 72 region, giving Bitcoin very good support. I posted a chart over on the CryptoKids Telegram and Twitter showing you that Bitcoin is bouncing off and testing the prior resistance of the inverse head and shoulders pattern and could now see that bounce to the upside. So yes, where there is, of course, obviously always a chance that things continue dropping and there's more worries in the stock market. You have the CPI data coming out today or tomorrow, and then the FOMC meeting next week. There's always reasons you can find for drops to continue dropping. But the reality of the situation is Bitcoin is testing support. There's so much fear in the market. When you look at Bitcoin's fundamentals, hash rate is going to new all-time highs. The network effects, the people using Bitcoin is increasing every single day. Countries are going to soon accumulate Bitcoin for their strategic reserves. Institutions will continue to buy more. The SEC just allowed banks to do custody services for banks without having to go through a bunch of different complex licenses. The SEC is dropping investigations into certain crypto projects where that, investigations aren't really necessary. Altcoins will basically all be considered as non-securities. In fact, they already are, pretty much. The Trump family is buying altcoins at their 2023 bear market lows. Like, what more can I say? Everything fundamentally is looking tremendously bullish. The fundamentals are super, super strong. And yes, things are going down because of external reasons, external economic factors. But just like Amazon, Amazon has went down 30% in the past when it was just starting off, and it went down through 40%, 50% crashes. But the truth is, if the company itself is strong, if the company itself is producing good revenue, there's good data behind it, the only thing that you can possibly do is just continue hodling for however long it takes, because if the business is good, well, then the stock will also go up in value in the future. So these are all the points that I wanted to mention for you, and the best thing, in my opinion, to currently be doing is just holding on to your Bitcoin if you're all in, because Bitcoin itself as technology, as a product, it's growing every single day. The fundamentals are super strong, and these corrections happen in bull markets. It may be your first bull market, but these happen. And every single time it feels like the bear market is beginning, but usually that is not the case. So with that said, keep hodling, keep stacking sats, stay humble. And with the altcoins, if you're in your altcoin portfolio, really selling at these prices, in my opinion, at bear market lows, don't make any sense whatsoever. But I would be keeping my dominance of my portfolio more to Bitcoin compared to the rest of the market. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll put a detailed video with the breaking news and my analysis later on in the afternoon, so stay tuned for that. And guys and girls, as always, take care, have a nice day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.